Pendulum has forgotten how to swing as we absorb the peace in everything. A seamless river rolling through the dark, leaving behind a bright and silver spark. The hours melt into a single line, part of a beautiful and calm design. No sudden shifts to break the steady state. We leave the heavy world outside the gate. We are drifting in the deep, continue with a radiant glow, reflecting in the quiet streams below. We navigate the illuminated dark, guided by a pure and gentle spark, a seamless connection to the living earth, a quiet place of spiritual rebirth. We are resting under the glowing canopy, listening to the quiet, organic symphony, organic symphony. The glowing canopy. Gently sleep. The glowing canopy. Spreading through the dark. A single pebble drops into the night, creating rings of beautiful and silver light. They travel far beyond the world we know, into the parallel realities below. I feel the movement in my very soul, making the scattered pieces feel so whole. No heavy boundaries can stop the wave inside the quiet that the cosmos gave. We are riding on the infinite ripple, where all the heavy burdens back across the night at the sea of radiant light.
begin to weave a quiet pattern to believe. Every thought is falling in line, a perfect structure, pure design. The heavy shadows gently fade inside the shelter we have made. No more chaos, no more rush, just the beauty of the hush. We are building the symmetry of mind, leaving the fractured world behind. Steady rhythm in the open space. scales begin to weigh the quiet balance of the day. A mirror perfectly aligned, reflecting everything we find. The focus deepens in the light, guiding the spirit through the night. We are building the symmetry of mind, leaving the fractured world behind, perfectly aligned. Symmetry of mind. Perfect balance. Perfect balance. Perfect balance. Sentence of calm. The altitude is shifting now, removing worry from the brow. We elevate above the cloud, escaping from the heavy crowd. A single point of shining bright is guiding us through focused night. The air is thin, the breathing slow, inside the rhythm that we know. Welcome to the zenith of calm, where every melody acts as a bond. We are floating in the highest space, finding the ultimate mental grace. atmosphere is crystal clear. We hold the focus in our hands like falling silent golden sands. The flow is steady, deep and pure. The quietness is the perfect cure. Welcome to the zenith of calm, where every melody acts as a balm. Welcome to the zenith of calm, where every melody acts as a balm. Highest sharp and clear. Sharp and clear. Sinking The surface tension begins to break, healing the mind that is wide awake. We sink in the velvet ocean of sound, where ultimate clarity can be found. The frequencies hum in a golden key, unlocking the doors of the mystery. The heavy exhaustion washes away into a bright and continuous day. Deep in the alpha wave immersion, escaping the loud and chaotic version. Steady vibration inside the chest, giving the anxious spirit a rest. Alpha wave immersion, spirit a rest. The bubbles of oxygen softly rise, opening up the spiritual eyes. A slow meditation, liquid blue, revealing the path that is pure and true. I feel the resonance taking my hand, leading me down to the quiet land. Deep in the alpha wave immersion, escaping the loud and chaotic version. A steady vibration inside the chest, giving the anxious spirit a rest. The current is gentle, the current is deep, a promise of peace that the waters keep. No struggle against the invisible tide, just letting the beautiful music guide. The mind is completely aligned and still obeying the quiet and focused will. Gentle push into the stream, awakening inside the dream. The noise of yesterday is gone as a steady quiet leads us on. No friction in the open air, no heavy burdens left to bear. The path is clear, the vision bright, bathed in a pure and silver light. Finding our perfect man. heavy, solid ground. The mind is perfectly aligned, leaving the wandering thoughts behind. We ride the current of the deep, a quiet promise that we keep. We are moving with the silent momentum, entering the deep and peaceful sanctum. perfectly silent and elusive place. The deep alignment is complete and true, revealing skies of endless quiet blue. We do not need to wander anymore, just floating inside this eternal door. Journey through the endless night has led us to this golden light. The final shadow slips away, awakening a cosmic day. the dark is opening so wide, a gentle ocean where the comets hide. I leave the gravity of Earth below and let the solar currents softly flow. The stars are glowing like a silver sea, unlocking all the quiet peace in me. No rushing hours in the endless night, just falling deeper in the quiet light. We are floating in the celestial silence, leaving behind the heavy earthly violence, a beautiful sanctuary in the deep, guarding the cosmic promises we keep. Promises we keep. The planets whisper in a slower rate, washing the heavy memories away. I feel the universe breathe in my chest, a beautiful and everlasting rest. No boundaries holding down the weary soul inside this space where we are. glow. Above the shifting world below, I trace the lines of silver thread where all the silent stars are led. The heavy shadows disappear inside the cosmic atmosphere. No earthly way to hold the mind, leaving the anxious thoughts behind. We are floating in the astral harmony, sailing on the deep and universal sea, a perfect balance in the endless night, guided by pure and gentle love. The noise of the world begins to fade into the sanctuary we have made. A velvet blanket across the sky, watching the falling comets fly. The air is heavy with golden dust, a quiet moment of absolute trust. I close my eyes and I start to see the universe living inside of me. Gentle frequencies start to rise, reflecting the calm in your open eyes. A melody born from the ancient breeze, putting the restless mind at ease. Gravity holding the spirit down, escaping the walls of the distant town. We drift on the breath of the cosmic sea, wherever the current is meant to be. Breathe in the aura of silence. Breathe it in. revealing now the endless day. I feel the gravity release and welcome the eternal peace. A million whispers in the wind, reminding me where I begin. The heavy world is far below, immersed inside this golden glow. We are rising on the ethereal ascent, where every broken moment is beautifully spent, floating endlessly in the open sky, where the glowing spirits never die. Spirits never Spectrum shifts to brilliant white, erasing all the dark of night. A symphony of quiet graces echoing across this space. I breathe the pure and stellar air, finding my sanctuary there. We are rising on the ethereal ascent, where every broken moment is beautifully spent, floating endlessly in the open sky, where the glowing spirits never die. The universe is opening wide, with nothing left to fear or hide. The melody becomes my own, I'll never have to walk alone. Softly drifting to the source, following this luminous course. We are rising on the ethereal ascent, where every broken moment is beautifully spent, golden glow in the sky. Into the light. Into the light. Into the light. Into the light. Breathe it in. The noisy world begins to fade into to the quiet we have made. I feel the tension softly break with every single breath I take. The heavy shadows turn to light inside this beautiful and endless night. No rushing hours to control the day, just the gentle wind that blows away. We are listening to the echoes of peace, finding a beautiful and total release. Seamless journey to the calm within, where all the healing journeys will begin. Choices that we need to make. I hear a whisper from a distant star, reminding the spirit of who we are. The gentle frequencies align the soul, making the broken fragments completely whole. Drift along the cosmic tide, where all the peaceful resolutions hide. No anchors holding us to the floor, just an open and an endless door. descent. A weary spirit has learned to mend. The final layer melts away into a pure and endless day. No more searching in the dark, just the glowing of the inner spark. I surrender to the open space, enfolded in a quiet grace.